The very act of feeding this animal in that sterile environment creates the very thing you're trying to get away from. It's an insane proposition.
Well, hello. Come right on in. You're at Father Fish.
Hi there, Father Fish here. I have a question for you. Is your aquarium dead or alive? Interesting, isn't it? When you think about it that way, what are you really looking at? What do I mean by a dead aquarium? Well, a dead aquarium is one in which the only thing you're trying to keep alive is the fish. You want everything else dead. You don't want any bugs in there. You don't want any bacteria. You don't want any little things that are going to get in and make the fish sick. So you try to kill everything. You try to create, as much as you can, a sterile environment. Frankly, most people keep fish that way. They try to create a laboratory environment in which everything is dead. It's completely sterile except for whatever fish and maybe a plant in a pot. And that's it. So what happens with that tank? That dead tank? That sterile tank? Well, here's the difficulty. The first time something enters into it, whatever it is, if it's a bacteria, a fungus, some kind of parasite, whatever it is, it runs roughshod. It just takes over because there's nothing there to control it except maybe whatever chemicals you've got supercharging. They can't even call it water anymore. It's a kind of a chemical soup, isn't it? You're maintaining a chemical soup in order to prevent anything from getting in there and causing a problem. I would suggest to you that if that's your approach to fish keeping, you ain't gonna last long. And you're gonna have a lot of disappointments along the way. And the biggest one, of course, is the fish itself, because you're asking a living organism to live in a sterile environment. And then you keep throwing dead stuff in there to try to nourish it. You throw dead stuff in, and what does dead stuff do? It rots, it putrefies, it fouls, it gets attacked by bacteria, and it breaks down and it creates more bacteria. So the very act of feeding this animal in that sterile environment creates the very thing you're trying to get away from. It's an insane proposition. And you can do it if you're extremely careful, very well disciplined, and are maintaining a daily regimen of absolute control. It'll make you nuts, and eventually you'll give up. You'll just be done with it. It'll be too much work, too much stress. Waking up in the middle of the night and running in to look and make sure the fish is still alive. And too much of sick fish, because that's what really happens to fish when you try to keep them in a sterile environment. They get sick. Any little thing that comes in attacks them. They have no defense. And the system itself has no defense. So let me suggest to you, let's not do that. And if you've been doing it, I'm here to help you. I'm here to hold your hand and walk you into the world of a living aquarium. Now, I've been pumping out resources about living aquariums for the last 3 years, ever since I've been on YouTube, and for 15 years before that, running a pet shop. So I've got a lot of resources that are available. And if you dig into them, you'll find them, and you'll discover what I'm really talking about. We even have a Discord channel that's an unbelievably dynamic resource. It's just kind of astounding. There are people over there doing all kinds of things with living environments, including a couple of biologists who are putting together a book explaining why all this stuff works. A living environment. That's what you want to achieve, is the living environment. So I'm not going to go into it here. It's too involved. Let me just suggest to you that if you're tired of trying to maintain a dead tank, I'll give you one easy step to maintaining a living tank. Very simple. You got the tank, it's sitting there. Probably got an inch of gravel in it. Go to the swimming pool store and buy 1 pound of pool filter sand for every gallon of water you're keeping. That's a pretty close estimation of what you'll need. If you got a 50-gallon tank, a 50-pound bag of sand. That's all they sell anyway, typically. So buy a 50-pound bag of sand. Bring it back, cut it open, and pour 1 pound in for every gallon you got. If you got a 20-gallon tank, put half the bag in. It's going to give you 2.5 to 3 inches of sand. Don't do another thing. Nothing. Just go on about your business. What you're going to discover in a matter of days or weeks is that aquarium is dramatically changed. The water is cleaner. The fish seem somehow healthier and happier. When you put food in, it doesn't create a mess. It's amazing what's happened. Well, you've given it a foundation. It didn't have a foundation before. And the gravel you had down in there, all that was doing was fouling and sending the cloud of foul up into the water column. Sand doesn't do that. When gunk goes down in there, it stays down in there. And it goes down far enough, it can't get back out. The water's not in there ripping it out all the time, like with gravel. Totally different environment. You'll be absolutely astounded. You need that much, though. Not that much. That ain't gonna do you a bit of good. Not even that much. You need that much. You need 3 to 4 inches. Now, when you're ready, if you're convinced now that this is something you want to get into, start watching the videos. Come on over to Discord and we'll teach you how to do it the right way. You're going to put dirt in it. You're going to cap that with sand. And then you're going to put a living network of animals, microscopic life on top of that you're going to get out of your local ditch. And it will be the most spectacular, beautiful, balanced, healthy, clear, pristine aquarium you have ever had in your life. I guarantee it. Come on over and give us a try. Father Fish, love you all. Bye for now.